Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we have a backstory ahead of us, and I know someone out there that will be relieved that I have finally gotten around to this particular backstory. Might even be muttering under his breath just a little bit for how long it took, but we have finally reached the point where we are going to share the backstory. So Shane, Marine Grunt Vanson, here is your story. In fact, we'll get a good look at you. You're starting to show the effects of delirium on your face, but you're still performing well for the team. And let's find out what's in your story. It was just another day, as she had done many times before. Shane was to lead a group of fellow saboteurs. Their target was a circular structure that others had observed alien forces passing through. The best guess was it was a teleportation device of some sort. Its destruction would hinder alien operations in the area. The Vanson family has a long line of military service. It was just 2 years ago that she was accepted into the academy. Her fresh year started with the euphoria of defeating the alien forces. The euphoria was short-lived. The massive alien surprise attack overwhelmed Earth's military before they could organize any kind of defense. The emergency spurred the Academy to award Shane and her classmates field promotions to second lieutenant. Shane was skilled in marksmanship and explosives, a family specialty. She had proven herself time again a good leader, which led to her fast raise to the rank of captain. Now she was about to attack a target of which little was known. To aid in this mission, Shane was given an experimental explosive by Lily Shen. Lily warned it was unstable and not adequately tested, but early test results showed it had promise. The mission itself was routine, and the lack of advent security was surprising. Her squad quickly placed the explosives. After ordering her squad back to base, Shane decided to wait for aliens to pass through the gate before setting off the charges. She did not have to wait long. Within a short time, a gatekeeper began to appear. She set off the charges. The explosive force was tremendous and rendered her unconscious. Shortly after regaining her senses, it became apparent she was not in Kansas anymore. The atmosphere had a strange color, and what appeared to be mutated life forms of those she had seen in the desert were everywhere. She was sure she was not on Earth, or at least the Earth she knew. Perhaps she was on the Elders' home planet. She wandered aimlessly for hours before she stumbled upon people claiming to be from an organization called the Phoenix Project. Once she fought Advent and the Elders, now she fights Pandorans. So that was a clever story, and I have to admit, the reason I delayed this at one point and messed up, and when I started reading the beginning of the story, I said, oh yeah, I've already read her backstory in Long War of the Chosen. And how I was duped by this clever story to tie in her character between our Long War of the Chosen playthrough and this particular playthrough. I thought it was clever, once I got my head wrapped around it, and I'm happy that we finally have been able to present the backstory for Shane Marine Grunt Vanson. And there you go. Officially part of the team. Well, you've been officially part of the team the whole way, but congratulations. And let's get back out on the map and get going and find our next mission. How about that? We'll get the Landon Avery flying here. We'll get the ship that's with it, Manticore 2, also flying here. We'll have safety in numbers, hopefully, if we're ambushed. And then we also need to get our other ship. Well, we're just scouting down here with the Aurora, waiting for a flyer to come off. Now, we've come here, so what I got to do is make sure that we drop off Nefertiti No Relation Jones. So let's do that. Let's go to personnel. That's the way I need to do it. And Nefertiti. Oh, I guess we're not quite on the base. Visually, it looked like we were, but it looks like we have to fly a second or two more to get to the base. And let's just slow it down in case I'm wrong, but I want to unload Nefertiti there. Yeah, there we are. Now we can do it. Now we are there. So let's get in here and see about unloading Nefertiti. She will recover her stamina in the base, and the rest of the team of 5 will go back down, because really nobody else is hurting for stamina. And the rest of the team is going to fly back, as I said, one more time. Let's hope this is absolutely the last time. Not that I'm think anything bad about Australia, but you know what I'm saying. It's kind of out of the way. Oh, maybe one day I'll get to visit down under. You never know. I've traveled more places than I ever expected at one point in my life. So, you know, never say never. Let's get flying and let's get going. All right, let's explore up here. And I'm kind of keeping my eyes open for a pop-up for a Pandoran flyer coming off while all this is happening.
Research complete.
All right, so we finished our Disciples of Anu virus rifle, which means I can finally make ammo. So I think it was Machine Hater. We don't have to worry about you running out of ammo anymore. And let's see what other research is available. The Anu Priest class. So why don't we put that in the queue, because that could help us in other ways along the way. Maybe even recruit our own at some point, Phoenix Point Priest. And we can compare how the Phoenix Point Priest matches up with the Anu version of the Priest. So yeah, we'll put that in there. We won't prioritize it yet. Technician development is my next priority. We'll see about the order once we finish our technician development. All right, let's keep going. Uh-oh, bogey. Oh, good. We got a really nice announcement that even I can't miss. One of the flyers is detaching itself from the swarm. If it reaches a haven, it will wreak havoc on the civilians. We should attempt to triangulate its destination and set an armed aircraft on course to intercept. And we got the little pop-up about the Pandoran flyers, so we won't read that right now. Let's get down to the Aurora, see where we might triangulate our flight. And we barely can see the flyer, so it's really hard to tell its direction till it flies out from under the wings of the behemoth. So let's let some time go by real quick. Okay, now we know where it's going. And it looks like it's going to a stupid little point right here, unless it continues to fly further. But in the meantime, let's take the Aurora and try to intercept. And as far as weaponry, I think we're okay, equipped as we are to take on this early Chiron. So we're going to fly right here. And I think one of our other ships back up here, yeah, we just found another haven. That Curiosity location was a haven. So we're going to continue looping around just a little bit. And down here, I have a feeling Patchwork is healed up. And I've got to see how I want to circle back down there, because we still got plenty of time for the Guided by Whispers. But, you know, it can be a challenging mission depending on how it plays out. If they start all coming after us instead of each other. But I think I'll nail a couple of these locations over here and then head back down there to start figuring out who we want to attack this thing with. And the other thing I would ideally like to finish is the Far M. So I can take, yeah, so I think 20, that's what we'll do. That is exactly what we'll do, because by the time we do this, and this with the question mark, by the time we do these 3 sites, clearly everything I want to be ready will be ready, and we'll come back down here and figure out the team we want to take out exactly for the Guided by Whispers mission. So that's the plan up here. Let's get everybody flying. And we should also get down to get our reward soon, which will be tremendous. I can't wait to see what the payoff is for clearing out that mine for that independent haven. All right, and yes, I did click. Let's get going. All right, this is why you don't want to put things off too much. They're always evolving. And we have the Arthron Brute Prime, which is bulking up at 260 hit points now. Decent will points now. No longer do we have the meager Arthron will points where it's called panic these guys is a piece of cake. And armoring up is happening, 20 and 30. 30 on the torso. So we need a little more shredding power now if we're going to take this one on. And then we have the Triton Ghoul Alpha. And I would imagine, yeah, he's proficient with, let's just assume he's proficient. So we're not looking at major armor because we're looking at less than the Arthron, but it is starting to bulk up and the hit points are significant. So it's not just a single shot that's going to take this guy out, especially with the regeneration torso, regeneration arms. So, you know, this also means there's probably somewhere on the map, as we speak, a Pandoran Citadel. And the acid myrmidons are now a thing, not just poison. And we get our first, oh, it's an Acheron Prime is now out there. Let's get some detailed looks here. So we have the Delirium Spray, Pepper Cloud, Leap, no goo yet. No poisonous goo yet, so, you know, thank goodness for small favors. And it's still got the minimum 900 hit points that the base level Acherons come with. So there we go. Our game is about to change with the advent of the Acherons. But let's go intercept here. And, well, actually, we got to keep our eye on the Charon to make sure it doesn't overfly the spot we're flying to. Nope, it's not. And we made it for our payoff. So, Jacqueline Wissop, call me Jack for Christ's sake, is glad to hear the mine is accessible again. Work, as he sees it, is the only way to get out of the mess humanity's in. We have to keep digging away at the problem until it's fixed. That's how this all started, you know, Jack says. Arrogant folks with power, only ever thinking about themselves. I'm telling you, this whole Pandora virus thing could have been nipped in the bud, but they were all asleep at the wheel. Glad to see the Phoenix Project's different. Here's your payment. Hard work should always be rewarded. Oh, baby! In fact, that would pay for a brand new airship, which with our continuing need to hire is probably not a bad way to invest. I could also see investing in another, I wish we had a little more tech, but I could also see investing in another research lab. We're getting to the point where some of the upcoming researches will start taking a little longer, and that could be an option also. And our food is finally picking back up to where we're going to get to a point where we can think about hiring again also. So we got a lot of choices, kind of, sort of, ahead of us. And let's take a look at our bases real quick, and let's think about this. Now, I got to rename Phoenix Storage 1. Where the heck is it? Oh, so this is, we'll call that Phoenix West Africa. You know, rather than me trying to figure out where the country borders are, I usually use more generic area names. So we'll call this base West Africa. So I could better know where we're headed when I see the name. All right. And I could see maybe adding, because this is in our scope of being able to react to base defenses, base attacks, and still having a chance. So that's where I want the bulk of my buildings to be, is in this little circle of 4 bases here, is what I'm thinking. If we ever do expand out, I'm really not going to build anything on any remote base because we just won't have the ability to necessarily react to those bases. So that's how I'm kind of changing my thinking with the upgraded or updated and changed base defense system. So let's just check the cost of a research lab. 300, 200. I'm going to bite the bullet right now because we will be needing help here. Now, the other thing we have to look at is an archaeology lab. We have 1 containment. Have we even built a cybernetics lab yet? Holy smokes. We have a lot to think about here. Oh my lord, do we have a lot to think about here. Let me check my other bases for anything cybernetics. Yeah, I think it's time we built a cybernetics lab, my friends. We have not built one yet, and now with the delirium slowly upgrading, we should at least get one built, especially doing Guided by Whispers soon. We'll have some fair amount of choices unlocked at that point for upgrades cybernetically that will help us reduce delirium on certain characters. So I think now is the time. As much as I want to build another research facility, I think now is the time to build this one. And this does give us some research too. So, you know, it kind of kills two birds with one stone, and so it does produce research. So I don't know, and that's where I guess I've never asked for sure. Does it produce exactly the same amount as a research lab? I guess we'll find out. There we go. Now, as far as manufacturing, let's just take a peek over here. And I'm thinking of another manticore, and the only problem is we don't have the tech now. So we got a little tech deficit, but I'm very interested in getting another manticore ASAP, so that by the second round of behemoth flyers, I can have 2 dedicated fighters working against it. So that's kind of my grand outline there a little bit. And we'll just play it like this. So that, yeah, we did essentially increase our lab research abilities once this is completed. And let's cross your fingers, it will help. We're almost here for an air battle. Let's go see where I want to send my other ship out to. Way over here. And what makes sense? So I guess what we want to do is come back here and pick up our compadre here. And we've found another site, and we might as well explore on the way back up here, is what I'm thinking. Let's go find out stamina, how well... Yeah, our stamina and everybody else is fantastic. I just don't want to get ambushed here with only a team of 5, but I don't want to have to backtrack that much either. So let's keep going. All right, looks like we're going to have an air battle. And we are up against the Ram. So this is a very close range weapon that can do a pretty good chunk of damage. This one really doesn't do that much damage over time, especially because it's rare that all 3 of the bursts hit all at once. So, and this one, however, is a visually guided weapon. And guess what? This counters visual guidance. So yeah, we will therefore, because we have the counter to the Ram, we will at least take out this weapon first and then go after this one. That's the plan. Alright, they get the first shot. I cannot dodge these, so we will not use any dodge charges, and 2 out of 3 hit us. Our first shot is off. Pretty soon we'll get our second, and our first shot missed. It's a clear day, so there's no penalties, so we can't afford to keep missing. Oh my lord, that's 2 misses in a row. That's there. 1 more hit. We need 1 more hit before he wears us too far down. He's starting to go after the afterburner, try and help us or keep us. There we go. So now we switch over to the Ram, hopefully damaging it before it gets close enough, but we can at least dodge it once it gets close. Oh, 1 more hit, so we're going to have to go for a dodge here, and I'm just going to do it now. Okay, now with no more dodging, let's just finish the thing off. There we go. And so we got, oh, good. More materials. So we're back in good situation there. We gained some attitude with all 3 of the factions, and we aren't too damaged. Now, we gain access to some research. Incendiary technology sounds wonderful. An armadillo development to have a potentially stronger vehicle available, and combat training. So I think we've covered this before, so you can always pause and read that if you want to get the details on the behemoth's behavior. It is slightly different in this mod, so be aware of that. So feel free to pause and take a look at that to learn some of the differences. And now I think, you know, we have a little bit of damage, and I can always detour because even if we aren't back to 100%, but I'm going to go, oh, wait. We can repair at an even closer location with the behemoth flying in this direction. So we'll do a quick stop here for a quick repair job, with the Aurora waiting for another flyer to come out. We've disrupted this thing 2 out of 7 disruption points. So like I said, a single aircraft on the first roaming of the behemoth is usually enough. Let's hope it stays that way. We got access to more research, new Jericho combat training. Now some of these could be automatic, you never know, depending. We'll see how much timing is needed for these. Okay, only 13 hours there. Only 17 hours there. And 13 hours for incendiary technology. I like the idea of potentially some incendiary grenades. They sometimes can come in handy. But I think, once again, I am going to do these two for sure first. And then maybe we'll see what comes after that. Because I would love, now that we have multiple infiltrators, to have access to poison weapons for them to really up their damage output. Kind of what I'm thinking. Alright, the Aurora was rearmed, but it takes a little while to get the bars back to full capacity. And I don't know if I saw anything else. So everybody else is still flying, I think. Let me I'm always paranoid that I forgot to click somebody and get them flying. Okay, so we did make it here at the same time, and so we will explore. And we will explore here. And I don't care, we can get anything we want here except an ambush. How about that? Is that a deal? And we have a new active flyer out there. Let's go take a look. It is flying, it looks like they just have a high interest in this location right now. Let's go to the Aurora. And the Aurora is ready to fly. So we're going to see about coming right back here for another intercept over here. And then I think another haven here. So we're going to both fly over here. Both the Landon Avery and the Manticore 2. And we are going to search here. Botulism. Our operatives have set down outside an abandoned supermarket. There might be supplies here that we can use. And just what we thought, food. Most of the fresh and frozen food rotted years ago, but there are still shelves full of canned goods. Some of those may still be edible. Our operatives have gathered up whatever they can. Alright, not the biggest take, but at least it was a safe take. Got food back up over 1,000, at least for a brief moment till we eat it all. And let's keep going. Pick up our individual here. This should be fully recovered, I think, by now, as far as the stamina goes, because there was a living quarters there. And then we should have an air battle coming up mighty fast. And there we go. It looks like the same plan is going to hold on this one as the last one. The second roaming of the behemoth, these weapons will change and make our plans a little different. But for now, we do have a nice dodge ability on the ram. So let's do it. So we're going for this one first. It has better range, so it gets to start doing damage earlier than us. Once again, it's clear with no penalties to accuracy. And our first shot is off. This time, only one of the first 3 hit. So we're already off to a better start. And we hit on our first attack. Let's see if we can finish it off. Right here. Yes, we did. So we're going to retarget. Going after the afterburners this time. It's as if they're learning that was what helped us last time, avoid the ram. Is that our first miss, or did we miss one before? We're getting close to ram territory. It would be nice to take out the ram with this shot. And we did. So now it's just a matter of blasting the flyer itself without fear of damage. There we go. All right, some more materials. So this is good for the materials. I would like to have the next flyer perhaps fly somewhere near a Synedrian base, so we might have luck in gaining some technology when we take it down. Could maybe you help us out here, Behemoth? Send your next flyer somewhere more tech-oriented, please.
You may or may not be aware that during the early stages of the spread of the Pandora virus, several of the founding members of Synedrian were part of an organization called the Firebird Initiative, studying ways of stopping the virus. My calculations suggest that the initiative could have significantly changed the course of human history, but unfortunately its operations were suspended after an eco-terrorist attack. Humans of that time appear to have had an irrational phobia of genetic technology, a pathology I unfortunately failed to understand.
Okay.
We have always believed that all of the initiative's research was lost, but we have recently unearthed evidence that suggests some of it was recovered. I'm sure you understand the immense value it could hold for our current projects. We don't know whether the person who took the research is still alive, but we have the coordinates of his last known location. If you could help us investigate, we would consider it a major step in the furtherance of our common goal.
Well, yeah, we are going to help, because that is the faction we're trying to get the proper ending for. So we will assist them at the risk of deteriorating our relations with the other two. Let's find out. Oh, good.
I am pleased. That was the optimal projected outcome of this conversation.
All right, so we have a new site seeking the Firebird and a new diplomatic... Well, that's the diplomatic mission. Let's go find out where it is. Oh, we're going to have to... Well, fortunately, we have the link to get over here as necessary. So, that's not a bad thing. Been a while since I've done the Firebird mission. Let's face it, so I'm going to have to refresh my memory on exactly what that will entail. However, I do believe I will work on this particular Synedrian mission first in the process. So, before I forget, let's send the Aurora. Its hull is in great shape, but we're going to send the Aurora right here. Now, the Behemoth is flying away from us, but we'll have another base over here if we end up having to battle farther away. But right now, this is the quickest one to fly to for repairs. And we'll do that. And we're almost back to our base here. We're almost finished exploring here. Let's get it going. And we found an abandoned military base. No hostile forces have been sighted as our transport flew over, but we should be cautious all the same. There are probably resources and supplies we can find here and use. And there, we got some more tech at last. A cache of resources has been found, and actually, a nice little haul of materials too. Some materials are sitting pretty. And let's just take a look right now at my manufacturing costs. See, we're sitting much prettier here. We really are. However, oh good, we get the Far M in 3 hours. This is going to work out pretty well. Maybe what I can do in the short term is start thinking about... Yeah, maybe start thinking about some armaments to help us out. Like, do I want to... What is the weaponry on our current ship? Oh, pretty much what we can build. So, I don't know that we're going to have more armaments researched. I could probably afford... What I'm thinking is just buy the armor... Yeah, but at the same time... This one does shred damage. This one does shock damage. I'm probably for sure going to want some shred damage. I guess I'm going to hold off. No, you know what I mean? I'm just going to buy these two weapons, get them in the queue. They don't take that long, just so we at least have weapons for once I build the extra aircraft. for the second roaming. So we're going to at least have these in our back pocket just in case. I can't remember if they can be scrapped or not, but that's what we're doing to better. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to come here to this question mark, see what it unlocks. And then we're going to fly back down, probably to pick up Patchwork. We might have room with that Far M as we add it to the Landon Avery flown ship to fit also an extra soldier along with Patchwork. And we're going to plan on doing Guided by Whispers. So that's the immediate plan there. And everybody else is flying. All right, so it did unlock some more explorations, but now is not the time for us to do them. The ones we did find, fortunately, and there's plenty more up here, but we got another ship that's flying up to start searching around up in the Asian continent and the Great White North of the Asian continent, I guess. So let's just fly back to the base with these ships. So we can plan on Guided by Whispers. Okay. No new flyers yet. Let's keep going.
The Jericho Haven is under attack.
And let's go find out where the attack is happening. Well, guess what? They can defend themselves. Although I'm kind of leaning towards, since they are not going to be hostile with us anymore, since this is not the highest level team, doing a slight detour to help over here, gain some resources, hopefully that outweigh what we end up spending on the mission. And because they, as you can see, they're better defending themselves, but at the same time, I want to see if we can squeak out a few more. Is it because our rewards are less though? The question is, should I or not? I'm kind of. Yeah, we're flying here. Then we'll come down here, fix ourselves up with anyone that got hurt, shuffle the team that we need, and this'll be on the table. No new flyers yet. The Aurora is not quite repaired, so we'll keep our eye there, and we're almost back to the base here. Well, the Aurora said, yeah, well, okay, we got a new Pandoran flyer that's going out. So a Pandoran flyer has separated itself, and an SOS apparently has been sent out. So let me do one thing here before we forget. Let's get our healed up, I hope. Nefertiti, yeah, her stamina is back 100%, just like we needed. Get back on board, and you will be, and we got some training promotions. We'll come to those once we get back to the actual Phoenix Point base, and we'll give everybody their promotions in the base at that time. Let's take this ship north and start exploring the vast landmass up north with the ship down here. The Manticore 1. Yeah, we're headed there. Let's go find out where the new flyer is. Well, once again, we get notifications when it's hard to tell the direction. So let's keep our eyes here open. In fact, no, I don't want to guess wrong and then have to correct. And we aren't quite healed here. So let's see where the flyer's going. And we'll slow this down. Okay, so it's headed off north. The Aurora is already fixed up. And it's headed... almost seems like it's in line for Kaos. It's got a long flight, unless there's we got a location up here that we have not, but it should, there shouldn't be anything like that because the radar is out in this zone. So I'm flying up to the Anu base here with the Aurora to anticipate arrival of the flyer there. All right, let's keep going. All right, we have made it to our objective here. And yeah, I'm happy as long as we don't spend 38 in the process of defending here. I am happy to do this. It is nighttime, which will give us a slight challenge, but it'll help on the return fire that I've been so sloppy with. It'll cut down the range of the Pandorans' return fire. Of course, I still have that strong in my mind about it was standing next to me and that close. Doesn't matter if it's nighttime, you're going to get hurt by return fire. Let's put a team together and make sure we're all equipped. We got a nice team of 8. We got a nice team of 8 to go out here. Pretty much almost full stamina across the board. 39 on a couple folks. Yeah, the ones that have the most delirium are the only ones that don't quite have maximum. Oh my goodness, maximum stamina. Let's get in here and Etermes. We got to remember we have a chance at paralyzations. We got a few people equipped that way. And then you're more of the heavy hitter build, especially with that pistol, so we'll not give you a backup paralyzing pistol. And we're saving up. Oh yeah, we're trying to think if I really wanted... I like the idea of speed and perception, and what I'd have to do, that would bring your carry weight down 25%. Now I still gotta start spending more to build up your strength before I take this, because I'd have to jettison something here. I guess you could argue, except that ammo is pretty expensive. I like keeping that for special instances. So instead of picking this up, we're going to continue upping your strength and play it that way. And since you're a sniper, you don't have a lot of chances for that one. Let's just build you, because you can carry 2 of them now. We'll build you as a backup medkit carrier and go that way with you. Eventually, I would like to pick this up for the perception and speed, because I like the speed and being able to better place a sniper. But it's too soon. I'd have to give up too many things I'm carrying to pick it up now. That's just my thinking on it. Kenneth Archangel. Nothing else to give you. You ready for your first battle? I hope we're gonna give all you guys a good pep talk coming in here on this one. Machine Hater, I think this is probably your first battle. We got Blimpy. Yeah, he's got the technician stuff, and fortunately we're researching it all now, so we'll be able to resupply these soon enough. But at the moment, you're a Grenadier Technician is what we're gonna call you. And I would hand you this because you can. Except let's start with grenades. I'm thinking initially we'll need to wear folks down, so we'll put it like this. And we'll see if we can get our first capture today too. Tom, you are equipped about as good as we can get you too. You got 2 weapons, so no backup ammo, but because you have 2 weapons, that should hopefully be okay. This dude, you're the shield carrier, and you're ready to go too. And Jonathan, you're on this one too, aren't you? Yeah, you got everything we should need from you. Now, the only thing I can look at, that would give us 6 spider drones. We wouldn't have that much stuff. I haven't used over 6 in a while, so I'm going to go this way instead. And we're going to have the extra quiver. And we're back to the top and we're ready to go. So all items on this battlefield will be automatically recovered after our success, so we don't have to pick up any dropped loot. We will automatically get it. It is a nighttime mission. Let's hope we're up to it. Congratulations to those out on their first mission. I wish you well. Okay, let's kind of get an overview. Now we have someone right in there. I would hope, well, they're right behind a door. And so I guess we can't quite see through that slot as to what's in there. And as of this moment, I'm hoping it's a New Jericho Haven personnel soldier that we can get on our team. I guess, Tom, shall you open the door for us to find out? Because you won't be able to run through the door.
Here comes the Phoenix.
And it is a heavy. So if I move you right here, we got another heavy on our side. How about that? That was convenient, nice, and early. to get somebody to pick up. Now, we have to find the civilians. That's the big thing. Right now, we don't know where the civilians are. And memory serves me, the civilians of New Jericho tend to cluster. If memory, if any past experiences mean anything. So let's see. How about we have you just do your first turn, putting out some eyes and see if we can get lucky seeing something out there. We spotted an enemy. Good job. So there's one. And we do have 2 snipers on this team. Hopefully we can get them lined up for a shot or 2. Right now, you don't have one. Right now, you do. So at least one of our 2 snipers has a shot. And that would be Shane Marine Venton. I'm also then going to send another one off to the side here. Well, those are just posters that fell on the ground. I was like, what the heck is that? So let's just, now there's also a building over here. So this is pretty wide map. So I think I'm going to send over here. And I'm going to think about sending a team in this direction just to scout this building out also. But let's get our second spider drone out. And we're gonna drop it over here to see if there's anything on this neck of the woods. And we don't see anything here. Of course, there's lots of stuff something could be hiding behind. But the spider drones, even if I don't find a Pandoran, are going to help us scout and find out if we have civilians over here too. So it's not a wasted kind of a thing. So Tom, let's come back to you and see if you can peek in the window for us. And if you do see a Pandoran in the window, you have quick aim. And, okay, so you saw something way back there. So my hope is then that we are looking at civilian. Oh, thank you, civilians, for being so close. Like I said, they do tend to cluster. So we are going to immediately... Now, where's the evacuation points for our civilians? Okay, right back here, too. So yeah, it is in our best interest at this point to rescue these citizens so they don't become a liability coming up.
Moving to coordinates.
And yeah, this guy's going to have to come around. So let's take this first civilian and get these civilians out of your way. And then let's see if this guy can run out here. Not quite so far, but there doesn't appear to be a... Let's just play it safe and give him some cover. Corner cover. And he can get out next turn. And then, Tom, let's see if you can move a little further. You can, and you'll be in position to pick this guy up next turn. And hopefully not in a position to get shot by anything unknown.
Here comes the Phoenix.
All right. Now we got a New Jericho heavy. And he just has a big old heavy gun. As our own heavies look jealously upon the weapon. Pretty much. I can see it in your eyes over here. You're drooling at the sight of his weapon. Let's bring you out and see if there's a way we can jump a little with you, maybe. Is there a roof overhang? So let's bring you out wide. And let's see how far you can jump. I'm thinking of positioning for the upcoming turn. Probably not wise because there's no cover. If I could have made it one more space, I would have thought about it. So I think what we'll do is try to get a peek over in this general direction and just fly you here. So like I say, you do have cover. Get some more eyes out there. Now remember, we've had some evolution happening, and we could see our first Acheron today, right? We could see our first Acid Myrmidon today. There's a chance for all of the above on this mission, but right now we seem to have two, the Triton twins over here. The Triton Maniac, 300 hit points, and this looks like a double. Triton Maniac, 300 hit points. Okay. So let's start with our snipers. That's what we got our sniper for. And we'll probably just do a good old-fashioned armor break on this shot, too. And I think they got enough armor to make it worthwhile, especially on the torso. So let's go with the armor break. Let me see the shot first. Yeah, it looks like they are hittable, especially standing back to back. Even if we miss, we'll very likely hit the one in the back. So let's do our armor break. There we go.
Acquiring target.
And let's zero in to hopefully, we're lucky, hit a torso. Okay, arm will do. I'm not going to complain too much. An arm will do. Now, how far out does your Overwatch... Let's face it, the Overwatch is just not worth it. So I'm going to give you some cover over here. And you're done. Then we have a turret potentially to put out there. And I may just bring... Oh, wow, you can't quite make it as far as I would like. Why don't we do this? Let's check with our sniper first and see if we can give you a line of fire down there. And we can. And then we'll have some other folks moving farther forward, so you will not be the likely target, Citizen Etermes. But you should be able to give us a nice shot.
I'll be right there.
Yep. Good chance to hit one or the other. And you hit the one. And he's in the head. That starts messing with his will. We also got him another body part gone, but he's not going to bleed out anytime soon. So, good start for our snipers. Good start for our snipers. I am thinking I'm just going to come straight here and set down a turret just so we have it available. And it's kind of centrally located down this center street. It's not going to help us if things are in the buildings and whatnot. And if there's a little bit of a line at an angle if something develops over here, but we don't see anything. So I think I'm just going to get your turret down, Blimpy. And that's how we're going to start with you.
Not a problem.
Now we're going to have to worry. You're going to be a potential target for these guys. So we're going to have to be aware of that. Yeah, so the angle where we are, it's not quite a great shot over there. But, you know, the turret is placed. Then... maybe what we do is ahead of you temporarily, we get our guy over here, this dude, to get up closer, because right now we are not near anybody, and just kind of protect everybody in that line with his shield. As we move forward to attack the enemy. Then we have Machine Hater, who... does have mind control, but I don't think we're going to be able to get quite close enough. Yeah, I think the range is just not going to be our friend here. But I do like the idea of this cover. And I think that's how we'll start with you. Start getting you closer, and maybe we'll have a chance, if we're lucky, for some mind control. Now, this is not in the mist, because there would be mist all over the place if we were in the mist. So you don't get to snort any today. But we'll just keep you right there. That's good cover for you. And then we got Kenneth Archangel, and I think, let's see how far you can jet jump. Should we also get you up high also? For the time being, or should I spread out just a little bit? I'm a little nervous about spreading out too much, so we're going to come over here. Because you're a little distant to be able to do a lot. That allows us to get you up to the corner.
Let's go.
With roof cover, corner cover, we'll take it.
Best part of the job. Ready to die.
I don't know who's shooting at what, but they're shooting. Oh, that's probably a new Jericho individual. Ow. He was able to shoot around the shield because we didn't know he was there. We do have someone over here, and this is a venomous Myrmidon. Not the acid Myrmidon. Oh, he was able to move and bite, so they're coming in with lots of AP, or else he was sitting over here and we just couldn't see him. That's nasty to sneak in behind our lines here. And our snipers are getting pegged off. Here I'm thinking we'll put targets out there to protect the rear line, and they are just picking on the rear line. And they are just picking on this dude. Our turret will come in handy. Ouch. They are just... Now, I don't think he necessarily saw our infiltrator, but he sure shot. Oh, yeah, I knew there'd be an Acheron, and we got acid and this and that, and oh, this is going crazy. At least we have a big target for our heavies at that distance. So we got ourselves a bit of a fight here, my friends. We got ourselves a bit of a fight here. And let's get this civilian out of here. We did at least rescue 2 out of the 7. So I'm thinking our heavies may just focus here and have everybody else work on everybody else work on everybody else. How far can this guy get? And let's find out. So we can take out this guy probably with the explosion, and then we can do some hopefully armor removal against the Acheron. That's a good use of a spider drone in my book. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, I saw 70 bleeding. Well, we don't have to worry about him. And we've taken away some armor. I'm not sure where on this guy. Okay, he's got no armors on some of his legs. Yeah, so he's much weaker. And this guy can also... He's got Harbinger of the Void, so it increases the chances of an Earthron or Triton will be touched by the Void. We got hit with some of his sprays over here. We're hurting here. We got a turret that could take this out. We're definitely going to have to heal this dude. And get him out of the way for the upcoming explosion of the Venomous Myrmidon. And we definitely have an answer to this thing once we heal and move Shane Marine Grunt Vanson, which means that's a shot that won't be available to us. So we're going to have a few individuals where shots are not going to be our friend. Now, Machine Hater. No valid target. So your will is a 13. What is the will of some of these others? 22. So they're very, very, very high. And we got another Triton here, and we got another Triton. So we got a lot of... The Tritons have the high ground, my friends. The Tritons have the high ground. Tom? How can we best use you? Now we have... I can give you cover here. You could be an answer here, which would free up our turret for something else. Well, I don't, it's... And then there's not a lot else, because you'll be having good cover. Okay, my first move is let's see what our shot is here. That's the first thing I want to do. Not there. Not there. The big target... Oh, is this telling me because of the pole right in front of us? So we're going to have to move if we want the big target. Yeah, so we'll just move slightly right here, not into the cloud. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to move much closer by jumping down, so we'll keep the high ground here. And see what your shot on the Acheron. This time, we can shoot the Acheron. And we're going for a nice shot like this. Good job, we got it bleeding. And I'm going to bring you back up a step. And then I'm thinking, okay, we got some more civilians in here, so at least they picked the proper building this time. That's 4 out of the 7. And right now, at least at the moment, they're not being threatened. So I do believe I'm going to bring you out here, Tom. And we're going to see if you can do something over here. We'll see what your shot looks like.
Moving to coordinates.
All right, let's just take a look at it.
I've got this.
what's in our way? Okay. So it's not quite the shot I was hoping for. I can come here for a quick aim, however. And if I take out this, this guy becomes a priority all of a sudden then if we're doing that. And we can't kill him in one shot with a sniper. Okay. Let me just see the target options I have here. I have that in target. So it looks like, Tom, I'm going to have the turret take on the Myrmidon. Which means let's check out what your other shots look like. Not bad. So let's get our other heavy. See the situation over here with all the stuff that got applied to you over here. Archangel, you happy you made it out on this one? So let's just look at your info and see what we're dealing with here. I don't see any negative perks. I don't see that you're shaken or whatever got squirted onto you. Looks like a bad thing, other than if it's kind of a mist cloud that got shot at you, then you're going to lose some will at the end of this turn. But let's look at this shot.
Ready to engage.
Let's see what you can do here. Alright. Alright. I'm going to hunker you down in the mist because, well, the only way I can get you out of the mist is, well, we can jump you down here to get you out of the mist. Except, you know what? I want a 2-action shot available. Let's hunker you down. Even if you do lose a little will. Now, Tom, now I'm kind of leaning towards, let's... No. Let's take a look at the big guy here. And it makes me think that I may do some quick aims for you. Well, doggone it, we don't have enough will on you yet because you're so new to us, and I think we're a little too far away to have an effective shot like this. Oh, we can cross our fingers and hope. We're going to try a shotgun shot and see if enough of those pellets can hit. It was close, except I think he's got a little too much health. And he's going to survive just a little bit. So, let's do this. Pick this up. Now, it's going to cost you, because we don't have one of your med kits in hand. So this dude, it'll cost you. I could move you here, switch to a med kit, and heal you. It would mean behind this vehicle, the guy straight ahead can't shoot you. And you have some cover against these guys over here. And we get you healed, and we get you away from this guy when he explodes. So that's my plan with you. Here, switch to a med kit and heal. We just got to get you back into the game. And since you can't use your shield this turn, we'll keep the grenade as an option for us and play it that way. Alright. I'm feeling a lot better about your situation all of a sudden. At least you didn't lose any limbs. Fingers crossed. Now, let's see what the turret can hit. And it says I can take out the torso, so let's see if that's true. And did we? We did. So that means my second shot can hopefully apply enough damage here so he bleeds out, or we just outright kill him. We outright killed him. So that's good news. This guy's panicked. He's down to 0 will points. And I could, technically mind control him now and have him fly around next turn. Well, he's just going to panic, so that's a wasted turn of mind control. Let's see. I would like to get us better positioned, and that would crouch you in nice corner cover. This guy's gonna die. This is a little this is a guy that might be able to, in the right, if he gets a good enough shot. So I think, Blimpy, I bring you over here. Well, the other thing is you do have the healing arms. And it is repair, technician heal. So we do have other options. And I guess I could have had you healed in hindsight. I could have had you heal there. But I can also move you back here and do some healing at the same time to help us out. And then I can move you into cover. So maybe the first thing I do is come here and heal. The one that got it the most is right here. Shane Marine Grunt Vanson. They got behind our lines and wreaked some havoc on us, did they not?
Leaving loud and clear.
And then what I'm going to do is this gives cover. Nothing else, because this is a big vehicle in the way, so maybe this guy can reposition, but that's a long range shot, and we'll just take that chance because, you know, we got hit back here, but not critically at that distance. So I'm going to bring you back here, Shane Marine Grunt Vanson, and give you a little payback shot right there. Now, I don't think the Myrmidons are capturable, otherwise I'd even think about trying to capture the dang thing. But the other thing I can look at is how many of these shots. Now they just don't hit hard enough because he does have a little armor there. Unless I waste some of that valuable ammo. Well, I guess it's not a waste either, but that would take... Now we're just going with the base shot because none of those, unless I use Gunslinger, and because of getting hurt, we don't have enough will for it. So we're just going to take this shot. We're not going to quite eliminate the torso, but we'll get it close. And then we have you, Blimpy. And is that out of the blast zone? I can't even recall if that's going to be out of the blast zone or not. I think we should be okay. I'm gonna give Blimpy a chance back here. You'll be in position to help heal the team if we get shot at again, and or yourself even. I'll tell you what. Let's do a shot with you, Jonathan, and just take out that torso once and for all, so we don't have to worry about that thing. Now it doesn't matter where we go. He's going to run off. He won't bleed right away. And we don't have to worry about where we're standing over here. So, who do you see? These guys up high, they're shooting the one is shooting virus, but I worry more about the guy down low in a way. And the guy inside on Overwatch hasn't bothered us yet. Let's see what this shot looks like. He has railing that we have to worry about. And it's actually not a bad shot. And we took out an arm. And then I'm pulling you right back here, my friend. Since we do not have very long range on our Overwatch. Then Machine Hater. Now this one didn't panic. I don't know if mind control is in our best interest right now. But I don't know that you have a shot at the moment that really matters. Let's just get a sense for how far you can throw a grenade. So if they approach in that range, I'll tell you what, let's just so you can do something, Machine Hater, and have some fun with the rest of the team. Oh, you can't see the thing. So I guess we won't mind control there, but we can change that up. Let's give you some mind control experience right here. There we go. Sounds good to me. And let's start sending him out as a target right here. To protect us. Now we have a spider drone over here. And right now I'm going to try to get a peek indoors to see if we have to worry about these guys dropping down to kill a citizen. I think that is necessary. Can spider drones open doors? Yes, they can. And we don't see anybody, so that's good news. Maybe you'll also be a target, and these guys will come after you also. So we have to worry about this guy moving around somehow and getting a shot on this dude. This dude's probably going to be the one shot at the most, is the way it would appear right now. And then Blimpy, where can I get you? Yeah, we're kind of... You know, we're kind of grouped up. I'm glad none of the enemy has grenades or rockets right now. But we're kind of grouped up. But I can't think of anything better to do at the moment anyway than that.
What's our plan?
What I will do is we'll put out this last spider drone here. Maybe it can be a little bit of a target instead of this dude. And you apparently are seen, my friend. You are seen. So I'm just going to pull you back as far as humanly possible. Actually, I'm pulling you back. Well, no. He's going to be hard-pressed to hit us at that range. He got lucky last time. I'm just going to pull you back here. We're going to reload. Oh, because I don't have... I'm so used to having this spot taken up by the ammo that I'm used to getting a free reload. But no, we'll just stay here. In fact, we'll come all the way back to get as far away as we can. Machine Hater, you're done. Spider drone is done, and let's see what happens. So we may have panicked somewhere here and there. Oh, that noise was the guy dying that was bleeding out. So he's down on ground level. Yeah. Poor this dude is just getting virused to death. But we have a spider drone that'll be able to start dealing hurt here. Now we got this guy up high. Oh, we might be able to double spider drone. Because I'm getting pissed at all the picking they're doing on this dude. You going for a heavies? Oh. He may have just killed a citizen.
We have to get out of here. Repositioning. Hope this
Well, we
works.
got 2 panics now. Not good news. At least we have a heavy. And, I can't tell if that was a death scream or ouch, that hurt scream. But that's the least of my worries now. Oh, yeah, it was a death scream. There, the civilians alive is now only 6 out of 7. So, oh well. Do you have a shot? Since that's the only shot for the turret, let's take it and apply what little bit of damage we can, if any. Come on, raise yourself. I guess we scared him. No, that's even worse. Now we got a hit in. How about that? And then we're going to bring our spider drone over between the guys right here and go kablam. That was good. That felt good. And we're going to take their heavy, the new Jericho heavy that was so nice enough to join us, and do this. And we're just going to hunker him down. So we're panicked on the roof. And we're panicked down below. And Tom. To be quite honest, well, it says I can get a shot here, but I don't know if it's going to make me lean out this way because I have a wall there and try to shoot through that little sliver. So I think we have a better chance of damaging like this. And he's immobile now. That's good. And we can hurt him even some more this way. Because these guys... Yeah, I don't know if that'd be quite far enough to help me on this guy. This guy's going to bleed out. Barely. So we're going to damage over here with this spider drone. And I'm liking all the bleeding that we're producing here. These guys won't last much longer. And hopefully we will survive. Now let's get our venomous Myrmidon moved up here as a nice distraction for these dudes. Let them blast away there. And Tom, I don't think you have another grenade. There's not much else I can have you do, so I'm going to put that in hand. And he can still shoot. This is good cover against him unless he moves. So I think what I'm going to do is just keep you right there for now. It seemed safe enough, especially with this guy dying and this guy distracted by the Myrmidon. That's what I'm going to do. Now we got to get some others moving forward to provide some support. I don't know if my snipers will be able to get into a position in any way, shape, or form to help us out over here, because there's all sorts of cover in the way. Yeah, I can get it in position for next turn, but then again, he may just move and we don't get a shot.
Sprinting to position.
But we'll try it. No, let's not do that. Oh, we can't Overwatch. You don't have that perk yet? One action Overwatch, that's one thing you may not have. Let's see. Where do I want to get someone else? That would get you a shot there. Hopefully he's distracted. We're going to have to kill this thing eventually for the mission to end. Let's bring you up. Since nobody else has a line on you. To start wearing that guy down. Then someone needs healing back here. Yeah. We aren't under threat right at the moment. Yeah, there's not a perfect place. Also, are they going to shoot at us and not the Myrmidon if we're standing out in the open? That does concern me.
Let's go.
Let's see if this shot looks like anything. We'll just keep wearing them down. Now, I'm thinking I probably won't need any more spider drones, and our cover is blown apparently. Because that Myrmidon came so close. So we're going to come here and see if we can regain some cover or sneakiness by hiding out of line of sight of everybody. And just hopefully regaining some sneakiness. And then while we're at it, reload. And just be ready. And then Shane Marine Grunt Vanson. We could kill that guy. What are we down to? Yeah, still has hefty will points. And the one guy's going to bleed out anyway. So we're bringing ourselves aggressively forward also. Oh, good shoot. So if he shoots against this thing, like I'm hoping, we're going to be real close to finishing this thing off. Oh, he's not. Oh, he's really picking on us, but it looked like he may have missed. So we're going to be able to take him out now. We're recovering here, but in my book, I think we're just about done here. It's kind of what I'm thinking. So I'm going to align both of these guys. Oh, you know what I can do? Yeah, let's bring the mind-controlled thing over here. And let's end the mind control. There we go. Let's take our turret. Well, no. Let's do this. We're going to give you a bunch of shots right here. At least as long as your ammo holds out. And you got a kill. Your first kill, Blimpy. Then we're going to come over here with a sniper.
Rolling out. Come get some. Hostile destroyed.
And this thing is going to bleed. You know, he's gone. He's got, between the poison and everything, although unless he's a poison guy, he'll be immune to it. Yeah, he is kind of immune, I think, to poison. Let's see. Let's see if we can do anything at this distance with your weapon. Because I'm feeling pretty confident that we don't have to worry about cover right now. Now I think he may just bleed out. And he will. So my friends, we have completed our mission. Come in here and rescue. I can't, oh boy, they were huddled together like you wouldn't believe. And of course, they didn't close the window first, or they all might have survived. What do you know?
Already there.
Alright, so I think that's it. We're going to let the guy bleed out, and the mission should be over. Oh, Blimpy almost got a promotion out of that one. That was pretty good. So overall, good mission, everybody. Our snipers did get the big hits. But everybody, it's nice to pick up some experience all around. You still got some experience for the mind control. Machine Hater, they've changed things, so I think doing mind control and doing priestly kind of things still give you experience, so that's nice. And we almost got full... We didn't quite get the full 200 because that one sneaky shot from that one sneaky Triton. Alright. Okie dokie, so we got 38. So actually, yeah, well, we'll find out how much we end up spending, though. If we spend more than 38 tech, this mission wasn't worth it, because it's tech I'm trying to build up. So let's find out. So analysis of the Pandoran's behavior has revealed the location, and it's a lair. So we got another big site out there ahead of us also.
The equipment you helped us recover from that satellite control base has been invaluable. But for the next part of West's plan, we need something a little more exotic. A pre-war AI capable of accessing and rebooting certain military satellites. The kind of satellites that no one was supposed to know about. In other words, precisely the kind of thing West pays extra attention to. We have identified where one of these AI units is located. In an old Scarab vehicle, left to rust somewhere near the following coordinates.
So yeah, well, since the fact of accepting a mission didn't seem to impact anybody with Synedrian, let's hope it's the same here. We'll accept the mission, and then we can determine later whether we want to do it or not. Let's download the coordinates. Oh.
With the help of the Phoenix Project, New Jericho is going to stop the Pandorans forever. Tobias said as much to me. And he doesn't lie. He can be a difficult man to work for, a perfectionist, but he always tells the truth.
Yeah, so this one is tied to just accepting the mission coordinates. This one over here was not tied to the mission itself, or seems to be tied to the mission, not to just the accepting of the mission. So, you know, you think you're trying to figure these things out, and the game does this to you. Oh, well. So we'll have to climb back up. Oh, Anu is really not happy with us, are they now? We can recover from Synedrian. And we only spent 9 as far as tech, so we did come out ahead. So I'm happy we made the choice to come over here. We're still climbing up our tech, so that's a good thing. Now we're going to head down here. And we got a lair that we may end up doing instead over here. So Let's get both ships down, the Manticore 2 and the Land in Avery. Let's get back to our base because a couple of us got hurt. And we may need some recovery and reshuffle as far as the lair all of a sudden, since we got 4 days here, is popped up as higher priority to me, at least. So that's probably where we're going to head. All right, we made it here. I think all that we found is an unexplored site here, so we'll head there. And we should be close to an air battle. We should be close to getting back to our base. Okay, so what we're going to do is stop it here. We're going to open with an air battle. We'll then do a quick reshuffle here and probably head out to a lair. We'll continue exploring over here, and we should be able to get into some action a lot quicker this time around. And that's my hope, that's my plan, that we can make that happen. But you'll have to join us next time, because I know this mission definitely went on long enough because of how our 2 air battles and everything that happened before the mission. So I hope you enjoyed it today. We're making some progress. I hope those of you who are out on your first battle are excited about that. And we'll see you next time. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching. I do hope to see you next time.